Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Dina and today we will be opening our first Elite Trainer box in a while. This is a series that I've not opened so far. This is Steam Siege. And I have went ahead and cut some of this plastic here so we can open it on camera and I'm not struggling. At least not too much. I do get all of my items from Amazon, so they're usually wrapped like this ahead of time, but some are easier to open than others. Alright, that wasn't too bad. On the back here it says, Dual powers clash. Long years of stability come to an end when shiny Mega Gardevoir EX lays siege to the mighty Gear Palace with a host of greedy forces. The mythical steam Pokemon Volcanion must wield the dual powers of fire and water to stop them. As the battle rages, Xerneas Break and the Veltal Break face off in Pokemon TCG XY Steam Siege expansion. So I've opened quite a few Elite Trainer boxes on my channel before, but they do contain 8 Steam Siege booster packs, 65 card sleeves featuring Volcanion, 45 energy cards, player's guide, damage counter dice, competition legal coin flip die, 2 acrylic condition markers, collector's box to hold everything, 4 dividers to keep it organized, and code card for the game online. So let's open this guy up. So here we have the player's guide, which we will look at the end of the video. And inside of this little holder we have some artwork that I always like to check out. And I'm not sure how this one is held together. There is the seam. There we go. So usually they put the cover artworks for the booster packs along here. Shiny Mega Gardevoir EX, Veltal Break, Xerneas Break, and here we go at the end here, Volcanion? Not exactly sure how to pronounce that one. So here we go. That's a nice little bonus. Look at that in more detail at the end as well. But the main event here, the actual box. They include this, I guess, to help keep it stable. And here we go. Got these guys out of the way. Again, they keep it kind of stabilized. Here we have all the booster packs. And a code card, which I'm going to go ahead and give out now. Let me know, whoever grabs this, if you get something good. And we have all these bonus items to look at the end of the video as well. But I think we're going to get straight into it and go into the packs. I guess we'll start off here with Mega Shiny Gardevoir EX. I believe that's the full name. I have not opened any of this series before, so I'm excited to see what it has. Again, I try not to watch other people's openings until I've done at least one pack opening of my own. Here it says, oh, that's the same blurb as on the back of the Elite Trainer box, so I won't repeat that here. So it looks like this expansion has 110 cards, which is not huge, but it's much bigger than the Generations, which had like, what, 83? Okay. First card of this Elite Trainer box, we have Nose Pass, 70 HP. An attack called Thunder Wave. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. We also have Rolling Tackle for 40. Its magnetic nose consistently faces north. Travelers check Nose Pass to get their bearings. Well, alright. Cute little Litleo in a very cartoony style. 60 HP, and an attack called Lunge, which does 30 damage. Flip a coin. If tails, this attack does nothing, unfortunately. Wow, and a very cute little Sneasel here. Dark type, 60 HP, and an attack called Nyan Roll for 10. Flip a coin. If heads, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon, during your opponent's next turn. Its paws conceal sharp claws. If attacked, it suddenly extends the claws and startles its enemies. So this is a common card in this set. We also have a Yanma, 70 HP. Got a nice sunset background here. Attack called Scout. Your opponent reveals his or her hand as well as Speed Dive for 40 damage. If it flaps its wings really fast, it can generate shockwaves that will shatter windows in the area. Next up we have Apom. 3 of them actually, with a rainbow background. Attack here, fiddle around, look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, and put them back in any order. We also have Tail Jab for 2 colorless energy, does 20 damage. Its tail is so powerful, it can use it to grab a tree branch and hold itself up in the air. We have a reverse hollow Oshawott here, 60 HP, and such cute artwork. Look at that. No, he's having a good time in like a fountain. Got Water Gun, which does 30 damage. And it says, it fights using the Scowl Chop on its stomach. That's weird. Scowl Chop. I wonder if they meant Scallop Shell? In response to an attack, it retaliates immediately by slashing. Okay. Since this is reverse hollow, I'm going to stick it in the pile to review at the end. Our rare for this pack is Nidoking, which looks to be counseling a little Nidoran boy. 150 HP for this Nidoking, and an ability called King's Palace. Your Nidoqueen's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. We also have Power Lariat for 60+. Does 30 more damage for each evolution Pokemon on your bench. Interesting. One swing of its mighty tail can snap a telephone pole as if it were a matchstick. Descriptive. Our item here is Greedy Dice, which shouldn't be die because it's singular. Anyway, you can play this card only if you took it as a face-down prize card before you put it in your hand. Flip a coin. If heads, take 1 more prize card. Now that's a cool effect, but it would be quite a gamble to put it in your deck hoping it would land as a prize card. Oh, and a Drifblim for 100 HP. This set has quite the mix of generations, doesn't it? Eerie Wave does 30 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. Burst Curse. Discard 2 energy attached to this Pokemon. Put 8 damage counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way you like. That would be quite an easy way to grab some prizes if they, for example, had retreated some Pokemon to the bench, hoping to save them from you getting prizes. It's drowsy in daytime, but flies off in the evening in big groups. No one knows where they go. Interesting. Maybe some Poké scientists should get on that. We've also got Fletchender, 70 HP, an attack called Glide for 30. The hotter the flame sack on its belly, the faster it can fly, but it takes some time to get the fire going. Interesting, I didn't know it had a flame sack on its belly. Okay, and that would be the last card in the pack. Now, I think I'll go ahead and reveal these code cards as I get them here, but if you're watching, please just take 1 code card, so there's some for the other people. So here is this one, Steam Siege. Alright, and let's continue. That was the first pack out of 8. I can't believe we get to open 8 packs. It's quite a bit. So next up, we have Volcanion cover artwork here. Second pack of 8. Which will be starting out with a Mantine, one of my favorite designs, especially because they usually come with a little Remoraid attached there, which I think is a pretty cool concept. This Mantine is a basic Pokemon who has 100 HP, as well as an attack here called Healing Wave. Discard as many cards as you would like from your hand. Heal 10 damage from this Pokemon for each card you discard in this way. As well as Dwindling Wave, which has 90 minus, which is not a terribly common way to, denote the attack power here. This attack does 90 damage minus 10 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. While elegantly swimming in the sea, it ignores Remoraid that cling to its fins, seeking food scraps. Like I said there, looks pretty cute. And we have Clink with a very simple artwork, but it kind of works, considering they're just gears. 50 HP and an attack here called Disorderly Flip 10 times. Flip 4 coins. This attack does 10 damage times the number of heads. The 2 mini gears that mesh together are predetermined. Each will rebound from other mini gears without meshing. I did not know that. Wow, this is quite a realistic Ponyta compared to the ones in Generations. This Ponyta is somehow stuck in a pen, has 60 HP, returning flames. Put 2 fire energy cards from your discard pile into your hand, as well as live coal for 10, with just 1 fire energy card. Its legs grow strong while it chases after its parent. It runs in fields and mountains all day. So here we have Pawniard, which is dipping its little claw sword thing in the river. 60 HP and an attack called Charge Order 10 times. This attack does 10 damage times the number of your Pawniard. Ignoring their injuries, groups attack by sinking the blades that cover their bodies into their prey. Vicious. And here we have the Oshawott that we pulled earlier, this time not a reverse holo, but still pretty cute. Whoa, reverse holo rare out of nowhere. This is a Spiritomb with a very cool darkness style background there. 70 HP, an attack called Nightmare for 10 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. Makes sense. Damage play. Move as many damage counters on your opponent's benched Pokemon as you like to any of your opponent's other Pokemon in any way you like. Here it says, it was bound to a fissure in an odd keystone as punishment for misdeeds 500 years ago. These guys are giving a lot of information recently. I didn't know that it was a 500-year-old spirit there. Put this one in the special pile. Our rare in this pack, or I guess our other rare in this pack, is a Bastiodon. 150 HP, Steel type. Counterhead. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged by an attack, even if this Pokemon is knocked out, put damage counters on the attacking Pokemon equal to the damage done to this Pokemon. We also have a Fortress of Rage. This attack does 10 more damage for each of your benched Pokemon that has any damage counters on it. Any frontal attack is repulsed. It is a docile Pokemon that feeds on grass and berries. Huh, it looks very intimidating to just be a vegetarian. Captivating Pokepuff is this item. Your opponent reveals his or her hand. Put any number of basic Pokemon you find there onto your opponent's bench. Oh, and we have a Flaffy. Mareep is one of my favorites from the 2nd gen. 90 HP here, and a Ram for 20 damage, as well as Thundershock for 50. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. If its coat becomes fully charged with electricity, its tail lights up. It fires hair that zaps on impact. Okay. We've also got a Steelix Spirit Link. Ooh, cool. I hope I get a Mega Steelix. That would be really cool. Your turn does not end if the Pokemon this card is attached to becomes Mega Steelix EX. Cool, cool. We've also got a code card here. Please only take 1 again. Here we go. And let me know if you pull anything good from this pack. on this code card. Okay, 2 down, 6 more to go. Just kind of keep going in order here. Got a Yveltal Break card. Haven't gotten any break cards in a while. That sure would be nice. I like how golden they are, you know? Well, as well as the sideways aspect, and that you can play them on top of your regular cards. And we have a very fuzzy little Mareep to start off this pack. This Mareep has 60 HP and an attack called Thunder Wave. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. We also have Tackle for 20 damage. It stores lots of air in its soft fur, allowing it to stay cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Litwick for 50 HP in front of all these other candles, which I assume are normal candles, not other Litwick. We have Slightly Simmer. Search your deck for up to 2 cards and discard them. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Litwick shines a light that absorbs the life energy of people and Pokemon, which becomes the fuel that it burns. Oh, we have Hoppip in kind of a watercolor pencil style on textured paper. Very cute. I also enjoyed the Hoppip line in the 2nd gen. Like I said, this is a nice mixture of generations in this series so far. 40 HP, an attack called Splash for 10. It drifts on the winds. It says that when Hoppip gather in the fields and mountains, spring is on the way. Whoa, we have a very panicked looking Meowth here. What have you got here? Is that a flower that's disintegrating? How odd. This Meowth is looking very panicked, has 60 HP. I feel like that guy on Vine who reviews cats. Oh, this Meowth looks very stressed, but otherwise nice coat, 10 out of 10. We have an attack here called Stall. You can use this attack only if you go second, and only on your first turn. Discard an energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Scratch for 20 as well. Adores round objects. Wanders the streets on a nightly basis looking for dropped loose change. I'm going to go ahead and swap out my battery here because my camera is giving me a notification that this battery is about to die, so I'll see you in a minute. And back with a good battery. We've got Chimchar here stealing a gear in its mouth. Looks pretty cute though. Got 60 HP, an attack here called Scratch for 10. I do enjoy the almost watercolor pastel looking aspect, and he's destroying, I guess, a tower by stealing a gear. Ember as the next attack does 30 damage, and which is typical of Ember, you have to discard a fire energy card attached to this Pokemon. At least you have to flip a coin though, it's not just like you have to do it every time. The gas made in its belly burns from its rear end. The fire burns weakly when it feels sick. Oh, that's too bad. Whoa, and we have a Clawitzer break. Awesome. That's cool that we got a break card in this pack. It's no Yveltal break, but I do enjoy the design of Clawitzer on its own, so cool. Now I just need some of these guys in its whole evolutionary line. So, Clawitzer gets in a bonus attack here called Lock On. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. During your next turn, any damage done to that Pokemon by attacks is increased by 120. Are you literally kidding me? 120 on top of what else you're doing? What? Okay, sure, why not? It's 130 HP. I don't know if that's much different than the original Clawitzer, but yeah, pretty good. This card is number 35 out of 1 of 14. You definitely get to go in the special pile. And our regular rare in this pack is a Pyroar, as well as some other guys in the background here. The American bird style guy whose name I forget. 120 HP. We've got Flame Charge here, which does 60 damage. Search your deck for a fire energy card attached to this Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. We also have Incinerate, which does 90 damage before doing damage. Discard all Pokemon tool cards attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. With fiery breath of more than 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, they viciously threaten any challenger. The female protect the pride's cubs. Alright. Number 23 out of 114. Put this guy in a special pile. We also have Skiploom in kind of an oil pastel style, 70 HP, and a simple splash for 20. It spreads its petal to absorb sunlight. It also floats in the air to get closer to the sun. Very cute. And only number 4 out of 114. I imagine the Hoppip was even lower. And looking down here, it's number 3. So I wonder what the first 3 were. We've got Ninja Boy here. Choose one of your basic Pokemon in play. Search your deck for basic Pokemon and switch it with that Pokemon. Any attached cards, damage counters, special conditions, turns in play, any other effects remain on the new Pokemon. Shuffle the first Pokemon onto your deck. Whoa! Are you seeing this? What? This Azumarill is yellow, has a dual type of fairy and water, which I have never seen in the TCG before. Storm Siege is a little old at this point, I guess. I guess it's been out for like a month, but still, I've not seen this before. 100 HP here, an attack called Play Rough for 30 plus damage. Flip a coin. If heads, it does 30 more damage. Bubble Drain as well for 80. Heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. So it has a weakness of Steel type and resistance to Dark type, which is, you know, consistent with Fairy type. So I wonder what's with the water part. This is very interesting. It says the bubble-like pattern on its stomach helps it camouflage itself when it's in the water. Very, very interesting. I guess I'll put it in the regular pile instead of the special pile to review at the end, but what the heck, let's stick in the special pile. And here we have another online TCG code card to give away. Let me know if you get anything good from this one. And there we go. Well then, this is the 4th pack in this opening. Let's go. It's got a Xerneas break on it. Hoping for another break card, or maybe an EX. Sorry about that. Don't know why my camera keeps turning itself off. But here we go. 4th pack, so we, after this, are going to be halfway through. Alright, maybe we'll try down at this side. And the first card in this pack will be Shellos. There's 2 of them there, blue and pink. We've got 70 HP and an attack here called Rain Splash for 10. Its shape and coloration vary depending on its habitat. Here we've got Mankey scaling one of these very industrial looking walls. 60 HP here, an attack called Focus Energy. During your next turn, this Pokemon's flop attack base damage is 50. So there is flop for 10, so quite the improvement if you use Focus Energy first. It lives in treetop colonies. If one becomes enraged, the whole colony rampages for no reason. Interesting. We've also got a Fungus. Looks like it's made out of clay and then placed in a real-life setting. 40 HP and an ability called Play Ball. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you must put 3 Pokeball cards or you may put 3 Pokeball cards from your discard pile into your hand. Ram for 10 damage. Lures Pokemon with its pattern that looks just like a Pokeball, then releases poison spores. It's kind of brutal. Nature's Metal. We've got Bergamite here. This has 70 HP and an attack called Ice Block, which heals 30 damage from this Pokemon. We've got Icy Snow as well for 20, with just double colorless energy cost. Using air of negative 150 degrees Fahrenheit, they freeze opponents solid. They live in herds above the snow line on mountains. Oh, Joltik is my favorite. Oh, so cute, little electric buggy guy. Only 30 HP, unfortunately, and an attack called Attach for 10. They attach themselves to a large body Pokemon and absorb static electricity, which they store in an electric pouch. So cute. Ooh, our reverse holo in this pack is Ambipom. 90 HP here. An attack called Furry Chance, 20 plus. Discard the top card of your opponent's deck. If that card is an energy card, it does 60 more damage. So that's 60 on top of 20, which is 80. We also got double it 50 times. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 50 damage times the number of heads. To eat, it definitely shucks nuts with its 2 tails. It rarely uses its arms now. Cool. I like the colorless holo pattern, rainbow style. Kind of like my nails. Put that in the special pile, and we have our first holo rare. Again with a dual typing here. We have Bisharp, 100 HP. It's dark and steel type. Wow, look at that. Very cool. An attack here called Retaliate, which does 30 plus damage. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack during his or her last turn, this attack does 60 more damage. We also have Mach Claw for 60 damage. This attack's damage isn't affected by resistance. Weak to fighting type and resistant to psychic. Bisharp pursues prey in the company of a large group of Pawniard. Bisharp finishes off the prey. Definitely going in the special pile. I'm liking these double typed cards. Very cool, and I wish they'd kind of done it sooner. Got a Gardevoir Spirit Link. Your turn does not end if the Pokemon this card is attached to becomes Mega Gardevoir EX. Lampent, also a very cute little ghost Pokemon. 80 HP here, and Mirror is the first attack. Each player either draws or discards cards until that player has 4 cards in his or her hand. Your opponent does this first. Got Flickering Flames for 20 damage. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep. And it says it arrives near the moment of death and steals spirit from the body. Wow, this is a dark Pokemon card set. Alright then. And last up we have Klefki, 70 HP. Got quite a few keys on the loops there. First ability is called Wonderlock, which has quite a long explanation. Let's see if we can get through it. Once during your turn before your attack, this Pokemon is on your bench. You can discard all cards attached to this Pokemon. Attach it to one of your Pokemon as a Pokemon tool card to prevent any damage done to the Pokemon this card is attached to by attacks from your opponent's Mega Evolution Pokemon. If this card is attached to a Pokemon, discard this card at the end of your opponent's turn. Alright. And we've got Fairy Wind, which does 30 damage. Never lets go of a key that it likes, so people give it the keys to vaults as safes as a way to prevent crime. Okay, I guess I could see that. Sounds like a pretty useful guy. And here we go with another free giveaway Pokemon Online card. Hope you get something good out of that one too. Let me know if you do in the comments. And here we have a Mega Gardevoir EX Shiny Holo whatever kind of cover artwork here. Officially halfway through the opening, as this is the 5th pack out of 8. Here we go. This Pawniard has 60 HP, as we said earlier, as well as Charge Order. Oshawott, which has showed up a few times so far. Ooh, and a Rufflet, which we've not had so far. 60 HP, normal type, Reckless Charge for 20 damage, but it also does 10 damage to itself, unfortunately. I guess that's kind of a hallmark of Reckless Charge. They will challenge anything, even strong opponents, without fear. Their frequent fights help them become stronger. Oh, Tangelo, some different art here, which is #1 in the series. Very cool. 80 HP, and it's hanging on to a tree with a very cartoony style. An attack called Slam, which does 30 damage. Flip 2 coins, and the attack does 30 damage times the number of heads. We also have Mega Drain for 40, which heals Tangela by 20 damage. Tangles any moving thing with its vines. Their subtle shaking is ticklish if you get ensnared. So, I guess it's the same as the other guy, just different artwork. Croagunk has 60 HP here, fighting type. Poison up. If the defending Pokemon is poisoned, put 3 more damage counters on that Pokemon between turns. Wow. This effect can be applied more than once. Interesting, so I guess you can just keep doing that? Alright, sure. Why not? Inflating its poison sacs, it fills the area with an odd sound and hits flinching opponents with a poison jab. Okay. We also have a reverse hollow Seedot, which has 50 HP, and an attack called Bide. Flip a coin if heads, if this Pokemon would be knocked out by damage from attack during your opponent's next turn. It's not knocked out. Its remaining HP becomes 10 instead, which could be useful, though it only has 50 HP to begin with, so, you know. When it dangles from a tree branch, it looks just like an acorn. It enjoys scaring other Pokemon. These little Pokedex type entries. Kind of funny sometimes. Our rare in this pack is Probopass, the evolved form of Nosepass. It's got some little Nosepass kind of following behind it, I guess. It has 120 HP, wow, fighting type, and Bounce Back, which does 40 damage. Your opponent switches his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon. We've also got Rock Tomb for 80. The defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. It freely controls 3 small units called Mini Noses using Magnetic Force. So not quite Nosepass, which makes sense because the coloring is a little bit different. So that was our rare for this pack. Ooh, I'm surprised this one isn't rare as well. This is Anorith. It's 80 HP here, and it says, put this card onto your bench only with the effect of Claw Fossil Anorith. We have Restored Barrier as the ability. Each of your stored Pokemon has no weakness. I suppose this is a restored one as it comes from a fossil. Interesting. X-Scissor does 20 damage, and Flip a coin. If heads, it does 20 more for a total of 40. A Pokemon ancestor that was reanimated from a fossil. It lived in the sea and hunted with its claws. Ooh, we've got another Persian here, looking at what I believe is a Flabébé. HP of 90, and an attack called Raid for 30+. If this Pokemon evolved from Meowth during this turn, the attack does 30 more damage. Ooh, for a total of 60 with only 1 energy card. We've also got Fury Swipes for 30 times. Flip 3 coins. It does 30 damage times the number of heads. And same blurb as earlier. Claw Fossil Anorith. That's very convenient that they came in the same pack there. Look at the bottom 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal an Anorith you find there and put it onto your bench. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. So I guess, is that the only way you can't play it from your hand? Not quite sure about that one. Yet again, we have a code card. Please let me know if you get anything good. I tried to do a mix of just showing the code cards in videos and, you know, reserving some and letting people find it out in the comments, kind of. But yeah, hopefully you're getting something good. Well, like I've said before, I don't really play the online TCG. I tried once, but it's not quite the same to me if you're not, like, playing with actual people. I don't know. Just not for me, really. Okay, here we go. Pack number 6. Hoping we get like an EX or something. We've only kind of gotten a break and one holo rare so far. Maybe we're due for something good in this pack. Starting out again here with a Mareep. Super cute and cuddly looking. Drifloon. Ooh, looks pretty epic. Look at that. 60 HP here. An attack called Transfer Pain. Move 1 damage counter from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. These Pokemon are called the signpost for wandering spirits. Children holding them sometimes vanish. Whoa. Dark. Real dark. Got the A-Palm again. 3 of them there. With the rainbow in the background. Larvesta, which is grass type this time. I believe I have quite a few that are fire type. 70 HP, and we have Bug Bite for 30. The base of volcanoes is where they make their homes. They shoot fire from their 5 horns to repel attacking enemies. That makes sense. I would definitely get out of the way if a bug was shooting fire at me. You have a Dano, which is dragon type. It has 60 HP and an attack called Roar. Your opponent switches his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon. Also got Headbutt Bounce, which does 20 damage, which takes Dark and Psychic type energy to get that to work. Lacking Sight, it's unaware of its surroundings, so it bumps into things and eats anything that moves. Woohoo! I do not know why this set is so dark, but cool. We've got a Reverse Hollow Rare Probopass this time. Already read this guy when we got it as a rare in the last pack, so just gonna keep moving. Ooh, our rare is a Clawitzer. Though it is not hollow, I really enjoy getting this one considering we have a break card of it. 100 HP, and I believe the break one had, what was that, 120, 130? So that is a boost by adding the break. Mega Boost. Once during your turn before your attack, you may attach a special energy card from your hand to one of your Mega Evolution Pokemon. Okay, that's pretty good. Got Crab Hammer for 60 with just 1 water energy card and a double colorless. By expelling water from the nozzle in the back of its claw, it can move at the speed of 60 knots. Don't know how much that is, but it looks impressive, doesn't it? Get to go in the special pile. Got another Drifblim here, which is nice considering I just got that Drifloon. Another Fletchinder. We are definitely starting to double up at this point. Kind of unavoidable since there's 114 in this set, and I bet a lot of them are like EXs and stuff. Ooh, Tangrowth. 130 HP. Looks like he's tangled up in some electrical wires there. This is number 2 out of the whole set. We've got Leaf Storm for 80 damage. Heal 40 damage from each of your Leaf Pokemon, as well as Flog for 110. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 30 more damage. Wow, so this Tangrowth can do 140 damage? Whoa, that's pretty good. Its vines grow so profusely that in the warm season it can't even see its eyes. Wow, interesting fact. And we have here a code card. Let me know if you get anything good. And we have the penultimate pack here. It is a Yveltal break. Again, hoping for an EX or break. Haven't gotten too many so far. Still got 2 more packs to go though, so I'm optimistic. Starting this pack off with Bergmite, which we've already gotten. Joltik, already gotten, but very cute. I have a deck that's predominantly based around Joltik and Galvantula. Mantine, again a repeat, but I mean, a basic Pokemon with 100 HP, I will always take a repeat of. Clink, again, this is a pretty doubled up pack so far. Wow, again with Ponyta. Though I do like the more realistic style of Ponyta here. Unfortunate that it's trapped in a stable, it looks like. Ooh, Reverse Hollow rare, or not rare, Reverse Hollow Meryl, common, but very cute artwork. Look at that. And it's fairy type, which is cool. The Azumarill we got was fairy and water. This Meryl has 60 HP and an attack called Bubble Drain, which, though typically a water type move, it needs Fairy Energy to work. 10 damage and heal 10 damage from this Pokemon. Interesting. The tip of its tail is filled with oil that is lighter than water, so it acts as a float. Did not know that. What an informative deck series this is. Ooh, and here we have a rare for this pack, which is the Spiritomb, which we have gotten as a reverse holo rare before. Must say it looks a little bit better as a reverse holo. Ooh, we've got our Rapidash. Have not gotten that one so far. Bit of a different art style compared to the fairly realistic Ponyta, but I still like it. 90 HP, and we've got Rear Kick for 30 damage, as well as Fire Blast for 70. Okay, I can't believe you can do 70 damage with just 2 fire energies, but alright. Discard a fire energy card attached to this Pokemon. It gallops at nearly 150 miles per hour. With its mane blazing ferociously, it races as if it were an arrow. Can arrows race? I don't know, but I guess it sounds cool. Got another Ambipom here. Ooh, Hawlucha. We've not gotten that one so far in the series. 80 HP and an ability called Sudden Cyclone. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may have your opponent switch his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon. Also got Acrobatics, 20 plus. Flip 2 coins. This attack does 20 more damage for each heads. With its wings, it controls its position in the air. Likes to attack from above, a maneuver that is difficult to defend against. I can imagine so. Got another code card coming up. Hope it's for good cards there. How many of you guys play the online TCG? I'm not sure how popular it is nowadays. I wish they'd let you look more like an actual Pokemon trainer. You know what I mean? The avatars are kind of meh to me. Though that was kind of my gripe with Pokemon Go as well. And this final pack here starts off with Litleo, which we've seen already. Hoping that I get something good in this last pack here. Sneasel, super cute, looking like it wants to get its belly rubbed, but then it would claw your face up because it looks kind of like a cat. Makes sense because it has Nyan roll. Ooh, we've got that Meryl again, looking super cute. Yanma, got that one before. Oh, Fletchling with a different art style. Looks pretty cute, like it's making a nest out of this foliage here. Despite its beauty of its lilting voice, it's merciless to intruders that enter its territory. Gotcha. Cute either way. Our reverse holo here is a Skiploom with 70 HP. I've seen this one already, but it's nice to have a reverse holo version of it. Stick this in the special pile. And we've done it, guys. A full art Volcanion EX. Wow, look at that. This was the kind of title character for this Elite Trainer box, and well, great card to pull, great ending to this video. I was kind of losing hope that we wouldn't get an EX, but here we get one of those super scratchy EX cards. Again, double typed here. This Volcanion EX is fire and water type, 180 HP, and wow, just look at this guy up close. So cool. Giving us that side eye there. Ability Steam Up. Once during your turn before you attack, you may discard a fire energy card from your hand. If you do, during this turn, your basic fire Pokemon's attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weaknesses resistance. Volcanic Heat for 130. This Pokemon can't attack during your next turn, which is unfortunate, but wow, look at that. I know some of you don't like when I do that, but I'm not about keeping all these guys in crazy mint condition, so there we go. So this is 107 out of 114. I wonder what those last 7 are, if this is a full art title character, you know what I mean? You're definitely going in the special pile. Got a Ninja Boy, another fancy Azumarill, and another Greedy Dice to finish out this Elite Trainer Box opening. Last code card here, and wow, what what an opening, am I right? Kind of slow to start, but wow, Volcanion EX, huh? So, this is the point in the usual videos that I do where we will review the special cards we've gotten, and then I will just make some ASMR noises until the end. Thanks for sticking with me till the end, if you have done so. Let's start in the back here. We've got Reverse Hollow Oshawott, which is a common. Regular Rare Nidoking. Reverse Hollow Rare Spiritomb. Just regular rare Bastiodon, yep. Clawitzer Break, very shiny, very nice. Regular rare Pyroar. The double typed Azumarill, which we've gotten 2 of now, but I had to include it because it's the first double typed card I've seen. Reverse Hollow Uncommon Ambipom. We've got the Hollow Rare Bisharp. Again, double typed, pretty cool. Reverse Hollow Common Seedot. Regular Rare Probopass. Reverse Hollow Rare Probopass. And we've got regular rare Clawitzer, which kind of reminds me of Zootopia. And we've got Meryl, reverse hollow common, regular rare Spiritomb, reverse uncommon Skiploom, and Le Piece de Resistance, Volcanion EX full art with that nice texture I like so much. Yeah, I'm so glad we got this guy. Well, so those were all the rare cards, and thanks for watching, guys. No, I have not done an Elite Trainer box in a while, but I try to hit an Elite Trainer box in every new set that comes out. So, until the end, I'm just going to make some card noises, a little bit of pack noises, and go through the rest of the items in the Elite Trainer box for your ASMR listening. Thanks for watching, and sweet dreams.